Hi guys, and welcome to All About the Philippines. Today we're going to be talking about online dating. If you're confused by online dating, then hang around. You don't want to miss this. So I'm actually surprised when I go through the YouTube channels and I see a lot of negative feedback about online dating. Now, online dating might not be for everybody, but there's certainly a space for it out there in the big world that we have today, especially with technology. Everyone seems to have computers, iPhones, gadgets that connect you, tablets, whatever. They all connect you to the internet, and you know, that's where more and more people are starting to do dating, especially into the Philippines. There's a lot of interest around Filipinas and dating in the Philippines. What we have to remember is online dating is just one way to connect with other people. We can't forget the real world and how to connect with people in the real world, because that also gives us more opportunities to meet the right person. So use online dating as a complementary service, but not the only service. That's one of the biggest tips I can give you into finding the right person for you. How you find other people who may have similar interests is obviously you go and join a sporting club, join a book group, join a dance class, trivia nights. Put yourself out there on things you're interested in, where you're more likely to meet other people who have similar interests, because the similar interests are a building block to the relationship. If you have something to talk about initially, then you can go forward with the relationship from there. Otherwise, it can become very, very difficult if you've got nothing to talk about from the start. Be aware, online dating is not the only solution here. Put yourself out in different forums. The first one is don't be in a hurry. Don't be in a hurry to meet the first person that comes along. Don't be in a hurry to date the first person that comes along. You need to explore your options. You chat with several people, not all at the same time. Give that respect to the person you're chatting with. Then let them know they're not the only one you're chatting with, or the only one that you're looking for. Or you might be searching for the right woman, and that right woman you might not know for some time. Make use of all the apps that are out there. So you've got video face apps where you can actually talk in real time to people and you can actually see them. Now, it's a bit different to actually seeing a person than it is just to seeing a photograph of them. With a photograph, they've probably gone out there and taken the best shot that they can find of themselves, or it might be a shot from 3, 4, 5 years ago. So when you get that connection on the video, eye to eye through the video, on Facebook, any of those applications, then that's what you want to be spending your time talking to them, where you can see each other and engage from that, get a feel of the person and what they're really like. You can see their body language, their mannerisms, if they're looking interested or they're just sort of not looking interested. So that's a really important part of online dating, is getting onto the Skypes or Facebook video. So when you're chatting to a person, have real conversations with that person. Just don't give short, brief answers. So for example, if someone says to you, "Oh, do you like music?" Just don't say yeah. Well, that's a real conversation killer. Tell them, say, "Oh yeah, I love music, and these are the bands or the groups I like. This is the singers I like. I love their music because of this and that, and this is my favourite song of theirs." So give a good explanation to the answer. Just don't say yes or no, because that's just not allowing a person to get to know you, and it becomes a very dull conversation, and the chances are that person's going to think, "Oh, this bloke's boring," or "This person's boring. We're just going to move on to the next one." So be a bit detailed in your answers and give some good information. And the advantage of talking on video online is that you're actually building a real connection with the person. You're typing words to each other, you can't see each other, it doesn't mean much. But when you're actually talking, seeing each other, it's just like they're there with you. So you're actually building that connection in a way that's very, very important in any relationship. So obviously, if you've got a connection with a person and you think, yeah, this person's really good, and the feeling's mutual, you meet that person in their country. So you arrange to do that, because when you're in their country, you get to see how they're living their life. You get to see their good side, their bad side, sad times, happy times, all that. You get to see what they're like in their own environment. Now obviously you want to stay there and visit them in their country as long as possible. You know, you've got your work commitments or whatever, that's okay. The longer you can stay there and visit them, the less likely they are to trick you in a sense. Anyone can put on a different look or face or act a different way for a short period of time. But the longer you're with somebody, the more you see the real person. And that's what you're looking for, the real person. And at the end of your stay there, if all is going well, you may want to go back again, set a time in a few months' time to go back and have another stay for a few more weeks. Or you might decide, okay, I really like this person, now let's see what she's like when we bring her to my country. So you might organise a tourist visa, something like that, where they come out to your country and they spend time with you for a period of time. And that's the time when you're going to see how the relationship really stacks up. Because you're taking that person out of their environment, you bring them into your environment, and that way it's just about you and her, and you really do see how things are going to be. You might find at that stage, well, no, the relationship's really not going to work. You call it quits there, and you know, no harm. You've done everything the right way. No relationship is guaranteed to work. And it's really important that if you're considering a relationship and you're considering having the person, the woman move to your country, it's really important to have her experiencing what it's like there, because you know, she might not like it either. She might say, oh, I don't really like it there in your country, so I don't really want to move there. Sometimes it can be really hard in long distance stuff, so you've got to think to yourself whether you're the type of person that can handle a long distance relationship, and if so, that could be a good starting point. But again, don't forget to put yourself out there in the real world. Friends, family, at work. There might be some people at work who have got friends who you can meet. Go to social engagements and functions. And as I say, put yourself out there. What you have to remember, guys, is that online dating is not the answer to everything. Some people it works for, some people it doesn't work for. So find out for yourself if you're suited to it or not suited to it. If you're suited to long distance relationships, you know, that comes with online dating. Quite often you're not in the same town, so you might be, you know, countries away, many hours in an aeroplane away. So you have to consider before you get on there onto the online dating applications. But you've got to be prepared for that long distance stuff. It's a tricky world out there in the online dating world, and there's a lot of people out there who are going to scam you. Let's face it, there's a lot of people out there, and you've got to really be careful and take your time and get to know who's scamming you and who's not scamming you, who's real and who's not real, and who's genuine and who's not genuine. And that's the minefield, I guess, of going through online dating. So I hope you've enjoyed these tips. I hope they've been useful to you. Don't forget to like, subscribe and turn the notification bell on. Share the video with anyone who may be interested, and of course leave your comments below. I'd like to hear what your thoughts are about the video. Thanks very much, guys. Take care. Bye for now.